Arena Club client. I apologise in advance. My son's having a play date next door, so he's yelling at his friend. So I don't think I like the card pool for this draft. They call it a Tinker's Cube draft. So the first draft cube we had on the client was just a collection of good stuff. And then the second cube draft we had was even more good stuff with some of the newer cards that had been added to the pool. Some more good stuff. And this is possibly their first attempt at a thematic draft. And as a consequence, it's quite interesting. And it's going to be interesting to play, and we are going to play. But I don't think this is a fun card pool. So we're going to hop in, and I'm going to give you a quick sort of summary of my thoughts as to why I don't think this is going to be a fun card pool. But the sort of the TLDR is they've managed to preserve a lot of the archetypes that are out there in standard. So I asked myself, well, how different will this feel to standard? We have life gain type decks, which are very similar to standard. We have enchantment decks, which are very similar to standard. There are token and convoke and counter strategies, very similar to standard. You've got Azorius Flyers, similar to standard. You've got some really good aggressive mill cards, especially when you put in some of the cards from some of the older sets, which makes the mill even more aggressive. You've got reanimate strategies, very similar to standard. You've got sort of controlled cards, again very similar to standard. So I expect lots of players who enter into this cube will be sitting there thinking, I can go in and sort of go forward with a draft strategy which delivers me a deck which I'll be very familiar with. And that's really disappointing for a cube. I think you could do more for a cube. A cube is a curated collection of cards. And it's an opportunity to make a format which is very different than the prevailing format of the day. And I don't feel like they've taken that opportunity. That's just my sort of overarching impression. And that's a bit disappointing. We are going to hop in and see how far we can get. But it's just a bit disappointing. I just wanted to express that disappointment. So a couple of things to know as you're going in is there's very limited AoE. So build your board strategy will be very effective in this format. So if you're planning on building a board, your opponent will find it very difficult to remove that board once you built it. And it's as simple as that. I know people will say, but, and point to one or two of the cards in here that constitute removal and say, well, there is removal. But there isn't. All of the white removal cards that you would expect to see are not here. So at turn 4, there's no Shatter. There's no Nova. There's no Settle. There's no, so all of those white, I'm going to sweep the whole board cards, not there. In red, there was Devastation. It's not there. So the deal 4, it's wipe the board. It's not there. Star of the Extinction is there, but Star of Extinction is an edge case. It's very expensive. It's not a cost card. It's very expensive. So all the official board wipes are not here. Also, seeing as I'm flashing up on red, they've got rid of all those little spells that will help get remove the thing. And when I say they've got rid of all of them, they got rid of all of the really popular ones so the people that would have been sort of looking to reach. The Lava Coil, which is super efficient, it's not there. Lightning Strike's not there. A Braid, which has now been added in, not there. That's been removed. Fire Prophecy is in there. Fire Prophecy is a bit different. It behaves in a different way. So I wouldn't quite call it in the same way. In black, they've given you Spark Harvest, which is really all good, but it has a cost. They've given you Heartless Act, again, really good, but it has a cost. No Eliminate. Our Adventure Zombie, not here. Witch's Vengeance is here. But in these decks, which are likely to be a mixed match of cards, not going to be so effective. Vraska is here. Vraska's kind of slow in this new world. Eldritch Reborn is here, but Eldritch Reborn, there's no Planeswalkers to bring back to life, or no good Planeswalkers to bring back to life. You know, they've thrown a couple 3-costers in, but no sort of pristine Planeswalkers. So you know, it's quite interesting. It's an interesting cube from that respect. In terms of draw, lots of the premium draw that you might expect to see here is not here. So people won't be sort of drawing you little cards. You've got cards like Curious Obsession, which you can attach to a creature. You've got cards like Charles Course, where you have to discard things if you don't have it. I'd say probably the most premium is Blink. So that's quite interesting. So it's from that perspective, they've created as much space as you could possibly have in order for your creation to have an opportunity to go off. So you're going to have time to build your strategy. And I'm just wondering whether that's going to result in strategies that result in people trying to tempo people. So will the middle course be good stuff decks that are just for tempo? That is the real question. And that I feel that is a real risk with this format. But we're going to see. We're going to draft into it. We're going to see. And we'll see how the draft experience is. I think that's the only way to truly sort of test whether all these concerns are real or whether they're just, you know, fanciful. So, you see, the funny thing is that because we're trusting as humans, we're going to get some of the vagaries that you get of the human drafting, where people sort of do things in a weird way. So we're going to see. Okay. So, interesting. We're going to see if dragons are viable. I think this will come back around. We're going to take our guy here. I think that's quite easy thing to check. So I'll take Commander Dreadhorde. I think Rakdos might be interesting. I think Rakdos might be a good thing to try. Obviously, we've got 2 very expensive cards here. So let's think about how we'll build out at low end. I'm thinking maybe a Rakdos control type shell might be quite interesting. So what have they got? Burns. A little recursion. So let's see how we can do this. So there are some really good cards in black and red, I think. And I think other people will be going to try other strategies, and I think this will challenge me to see if I can pull this reckless strategy off. Oh, there's Spark Harvest. Okay. So the synergy of Spark Harvest and Begutters is like well, I actually like this package as it is. But quality removal. Okay. So I'm actually going to take Storm Skeleton again. I think there's both of these being very easy to recur. Okay, so no, we haven't seen another skeleton yet. So I think our low end is about done. So the question is whether some quality red is going to arrive. Flashback. So that's really quite interesting. Yeah, I think this is a no-brainer really. I don't think Castle Embereth will stay. So yeah, crash through, okay. And there's the Outcast, which we knew was going to come. Okay. It's not very good. The Trion's quite good. The Red and White's quite good. I think the Mind Stone might be the best thing here. To help me ramp a bit. Play more with Firstborn, but we've got nowhere to sack it. We totally forgot to pay recycling. Scampung Scorcher or Death Bloom. Death Bloom's better. It's as simple as that. The Elementals give you more bodies, but the Death Bloom's a better card. This is starting to look a bit like an aggro deck, which is not what I wanted when I picked Dracustaff first. But this is how the draft is developing. We haven't seen another dragon since. So, well, we haven't seen another dragon since. Well, we're definitely now in Rakdos. I'm really hoping to get another dragon. Okay. Oh, yuck. How useless is that? I think we'll hold to that. Just in case we can use that later. We'll take that. So aerial. We'll get the other back in range. Not ideal. I've got a Hell Rider. Sugar 3-3. Yeah. I think we have to. Yeah, I think we have to take the Hell Rider. I think it's a no-brainer. Some pristine removal right here. I think this is the better removal. I think it also clears out a graveyard. I really would have liked that Ox, but hey ho. Still no more. We're going to take this as well. So I go through my deck. 2 castles, who would have thought it? Okay. Okay. I think Clash 3 is really quite weak, so that's going to probably come out. Death Bloom may come out. Imperial Rights might be good if I can find a way to get Dracustaff in there. Okay, so this is quite easy, isn't it? It's one of these two. It's Eldest Reborn, isn't it? It is eligible. The middle of my deck is pretty high, but that's an easy thing to fix. Okay, so still no. Okay, but now we've got something to help me get things into the graveyard to bring back. Underlord Rage Hounds, easy. This is looking a lot like an aggro deck, really. Well, until this came along. So, Ironclad. Ironclad is actually quite helpful because it enables a number of different things. Okay, got the burn stuff mine. Okay. Interesting. It's that middle. I think this is quite good to manage the middle of the board, isn't it? Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, it's no brainer. Okay, not good. In fact, doesn't really matter. None of those are useful. None of these are useful either. But we'll probably take this if we had a choice in that 3 slot. So 3, 4, and 5 is a bit weak. But once we get 3 and 4, yeah, once we get past there, it gets a bit better. Yeah, I think we can fit a Captain Mannery. I think this is the only one that we can really take. That fits in my deck. Got a strong mix of red and black, but still not quite. So, well, I would say we just need some things to manage the board now for a bit. Some removal as well. I mean, we've got the arrow bow, didn't we? We need some more removal. Yeah, we can take that. I guess we take that. It's not useful. Okay, so yeah, so we do removal. That's quite easy. That's neutral. So this will actually help me get some things in, but I think this is the thing, isn't it? We'll have to hope that Urbos comes back around. But that just sort of supercharges our early game. We've got no life gain in the deck. I do like this for the scry afterwards. But I think this for solving mana issues would be really quite good. I mean, it's 2 damage, so I could have taken it as removal. I think it might stay on the board. I'm not really worried. Okay, treasure map, too good. Phoenix of Ash, too good. Actually quite easy. not enough dragons to play a dragon deck. I suppose as a finisher it's good. So removal, draw, AoE is what we're prioritising. So witches would be good. Not really what we're looking for. Dry 2, not really good. Dragon Blade, not really good. Detail, not really good. Mogius, not really good either. I think the Kendra might be better just because I need to analyze. Isn't it already? So it's not ideal. It's not ideal at all. Still looking for removal, still looking for draw, still looking for AoE. Yeah, Speltral Suns. 3 damage to everything. The other one, if it stays, I can grab it later. I might not get all the way around. Removal on Dragon's Force, I'll this is the removal. We'll just take the removal. Be confident. Draw is not a priority. We've got a lot of removal in here. Draw. No. None of these are really quality. We'll take this. It's not what we want, but we'll take it. Prophecy, take that, but it's not draw. Yeah, these aren't what we need. We need draw now quite urgently. Okay, well I told you to stay on the board. That's happened just knowing how these people are drawing. You get a feel. Just a solid 3 drop. Probably won't make a final deck. Burn Bright, it's quite obvious. Moggy's better. Act of Treason, I'll take one of those 2. That's that. Okay, so we've got 45 cards. We've got some quality lands on here. Okay, so I'm going to take that out. Removal. I'll take that out. Maybe deck get things into the. This is weak. This is weak. Let's do good. Good. Weak. Weak. Yeah. Yep. Weak. Yep. Yep. Weak. But I hold on to Aaron Craig, which just gives out with I think this is weak. Now I think we could. Okay. I could go for the second sweep. Yep. Okay. Valid. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that one. Actually, we'll keep that. Go for this one. Well, actually, maybe we get rid of both of them. is good. Flame spells better. Ash, Slaughtering Sons, Judith, Rider, Elder Spawn, Havoc. That's just a 5/5. Now we can get rid of that. All nice and toasty. Okay. How many lands do we have? We have 17. I feel like we take a few more. Yeah, we can do 7, 17, 18, 19, 20. Thank you. And 6 will go. Yeah, we'll put some things into the graveyard. Flame spell, probably inefficient, 4 damage. We'll get rid of that. Okay. It's premium. Scar 2, draw 3, yeah. This is quite interesting. So we want a Scry effect and we want a special land, so we're going to keep that, and we want Mindstone as well. Open us ramp. Let's take 1 black out. Again, that's 19. Cycling. Now we're going to keep the Hell Rider. Ultra Board 1. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to keep those. Yeah, we're going to keep these. Floating Sun suddenly looks under pressure. Or it could be the Hell Rider. Hold on, how many creatures do we have? We have 12 creatures. We can get rid of Hell Rider. If we were to get rid of 3.
In the kitchen is not good enough.
So we're down to the final cut, and the final cut is always the cut that cuts deepest, as they say, because you're like, it's maybe the urine crag. Maybe I get into these without cheating. What we're going to find out, and that'll leave 2. Maybe we've got Captain Nunnery, we've got Phoenix, Sorting Sons, we've got the Cycle. Are we going to end up with 1? Okay, so we've got 1 to remove. What Castle and Beth? We got Luckwain. We got Blood Crypt. Okay. We've got 4 wands. There's Reassembling, Cathartic, Fire Prophecy, Treasure. We keep on coming to the Slaughtering Sons, but it's the only border clear I have. This is probably Santorum goes, and then we get there. Rakdos. Woof, that was hard, wasn't it? Rakdos. Rakdos Cube. So, let's see what we can do with this. So let's get this going. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm going to clear how this deck is going to perform. I'm not confident. We'll see. Okay, we can keep. Now I'm hoping this is going to be one of those decks. Yeah, yeah, we're going to play it. I was going to keep it in hand to discard it. I could get rid of 2 red lands. Well, there you go. Okay. So the fact that he's blue is actually making smart no end. Anyway. Oh, blimey, he hasn't played a thing yet, so it gives us opportunity to play. Push a map. I don't care about pumping it, because pumping it for 2 is small beer. What's bigger beer is being able to cycle. I mean, he's got a problem, big problem. He's got a 3-turn clock. In a format with no board removal. Can't even exile them. Well, that's good. So we're going to take away his row, because, you know, why not? And that should be GG. Yes, let's discard a card. Talarian. Let's have a card. I really don't need this. Go. And this should be Murder She Wrote. Who knows? I built an aggro deck. I suppose it didn't quite feel like an aggro deck, but I just needed to play that one. Okay, well, We could get that. Got no early game, which sucks a bit. Okay, you played that a bit early. There aren't any spectacle cards in the cube, I don't think. Only the premium ones. So we can just continue on our merry way. Okay. Excellent. So we get a Lannery. Can we kill my Lannery? I don't know. Keep looking at it. Yep. So that's your plan, is it? Good grief. That's your plan. That's not a very good plan. Oh, Renko, that's interesting. So, let's play that. Okay, look at my card. Okay. No need to attack with this. Yeah, we can remove it. But it has escaped, so it will be coming back. What we really need on the next turn is land drop. Cool. I don't want to get rid of this one, because that's the big threat. Well, of course, there's always a possibility. Okay. So, I'm going to play a Mindstone. And then we're going to play, oh, something's going to have to go. Fine. Okay. Nothing really in here yet. Hold that thought. So, you're an aggro deck of what kind? 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Uh, 4, 5. I've got 5. I need two more turns. We're going to do no blocks yet. So I'm going to keep that alive so we can block the action we need to. But we're going to make him sacrifice a thing. Keep him honest. Okay. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. We just need one more. And then we're going to wipe this board. We just have to be calm. Because we know we've got Star Extinction. Okay, this is the one we want. So now it's turn to block with that. So we really need that land drop. So we didn't discard any lands this time, so we should have it. Oh, there you go. Discard card. Okay, Rimrock. Okay, so it's now our turn. That will do. And that should build this board. And that should be Murder She Wrote. Okay. Let's see what he has. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring back one of those. Bring one of these. And this should be it. This should be it anyway. Yeah, 6 or more. You can kill it, it's up to you. You're not really getting there, dude. Okay, so only 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. That's Murder She Wrote. Okay. So that was good. Oof, Star Extinction. So in the format of no removal, we encourage you to flood the board because, hey, why not? But that guy leaned right into my big right hand, which I was holding behind my back, which is sad, but you know, it is actually right to play your cards as if the opponent, especially if you play the best bet, if the opponent don't have the card, one card in their hand, win the game. Yeah, we like this. So, okay. I'm going to move that to another forge, so I'm really worried. Okay. Okay. So that comes untapped. You can remove that. Yeah, we will. It's going to escape, so it doesn't matter really. The intention is that we all should win and hopefully get the Dragon Master out for us. Does he have something in hand? Okay. Cool. No, I'm not going to block with that. So, going to make him. Now we've got a bit of a problem. If he attacks, Captain Nunnery has to haste and kill it. So we might go double bass, which would be quite nice. Yeah, it may be quite nice. Okay. So we could discard a card. Yep. What's in here? Nothing. Amalgam. Don't know. So we know Captain Nunnery has to haste. So we'll take that. Take that too. And yeah. We'll maybe get a Domri next time around, which is awesome. Yeah, I know. We might. We will. Oh, how's our at? Okay. Interesting. So, where do we block this? Interesting. So, what do we want to bring back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dragon Master. When is it? At the beginning of your upkeep. Okay. Oh, it doesn't trigger straight away. Okay, main. So we're going to take the outcast. Who's going to give us some 5/5s. We need one of those. We need one of these. Auto pay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we'll go hold that. And then our outcast should start to outvalue him. Yeah. So we should be okay. what we're going to do is we're going to play with that. Five, okay. Okay, so we still have sufficient. Yeah, that's fine. There's no worries. So we just want to stop that. We want to stop that. We want to stop that. Cool. Fine. Yeah, one of those, one of these. We want one of these. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So we can do that. Okay. Yeah. Make them have to play. What's that? Hey, oh shite. Cool. 10, 30. It's GG right there. Oh, actually, hold on. We'll sacrifice that to another creature. No. We'll sacrifice that. Yeah, we want to make sure we draw into stuff we can use. You have to send everything, which is fine. So we want this one here, and we want this one here, and we want this one here. Yeah. Just make sure we send it away. Okay. And yeah, we're just gonna wait right there. That's fine. So yeah, well, he's gonna send everything, of course. That goes there. That goes there. Okay. Okay, we can bring this back. So that comes back here. And we'll get one of those. Oh, give me a break, man. Give me a break. Yeah, we can't quite pull it. Oh, good grief. This is really quite frustrating. Okay, eating my stuff. Okay. So we're going to play Star Extinction off the top. Oh, flooded. Okay. You can't play if you get flooded. That was unfortunate, but that happens. We had just enough when we got to the Eldest Reborn, and then it kept going. It sucked. I think I was unlucky. I kept drawing creatures, spells that would have outvalued them. But okay. Yeah, it's a lot. Got some ramp here, got a board clear, got a butcher to provide some early pressure. It's just like the perfect hand. So the aim is to go mountain into swamp in the butcher. A mountain. Okay, join the board. Well, got some clean real estate to go and start pushing some butcher damage. So we're going to go mountain into Mindstone. And I'm going to do the, because it clears the whole board. Okay, we can do that. So it's like landing the 1 damage he's about to take on him. He doesn't have anything to attack with. Got nothing in the graveyard, so that's not getting escaped anytime soon. Okay, he wants to maybe discard some stuff, doesn't he? We could get rid of a mountain. So we're going to do this right here. Let's go. Okay, so leaned into those 3, don't need that one. Oh, sucks. Just made the wrong play. That sucks. So we'll play Gutter Bones. That looks good. As does Dread Horde. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Sorcery. We'll hope that he makes me discard another card. Oh, he's really leaning in, which is cool. The cycling from the sorcery. Unless he makes me discard a card. Okay. So what will I take back? Is the question. I think we shall take back I'll take his thing, I think. So I'll take the Grim Dancer. Choose 2, so lifelink, menace, and that will help us in the end. Just because that's the way I roll. I think you're going to keep this because you don't want to fire 2 in my face every turn. Because that's just the way you roll. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one more land and that's a Joab. Yeah, you're not gonna. Oh! Well, in that case, we have to sacrifice this. Yeah, so I can get rid of the land. Phew! Okay, so. Oh, we'll keep that. You're gonna try and escape your hounds. I can take that away. Oh, well, I can't do anything about that. Whoops. Oh! That's a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6. 1 plus 1. Oh, crumbs, okay. I don't know, do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. No, useless. 4, 7. Oof. I'm getting aggroed. Oh, dead. It's got first strike, so it goes first. Oh, got aggroed. That's a good card. Couldn't do with that at all. And it came down on my clear board. Ugh. Wow. So I'm 2 and 2. 2 and 2. I'm not very worried because I think in terms of my general play, just one misplay. So I'm still relatively confident in that. I think this is sort of much better in that it curves. So now that we don't have red, because okay. That. So we're going to go into treasure map so that we can search for some stuff. We don't fall into red. Well, blow me down. If you've got a counter, use it now or forever hold your peace. Oh. Okay. So we're going to go into Kendrick. Oh, I've got a treasure map and Kendrick. Yep. So. Yeah. Okay. can if you want. Okay. I'm still threatening lethal next turn, so you have to do something. If he doesn't have as an option, don't do something. Yeah, so can you wipe my board? That's the sort of question he's being posed right now. Okay. So that's what this can do, because there's no board wipes in this format. In the absence of any board wipes or any means to sort of draw control your hand to get to what you need, you know, it just means that you can expose people properly, and you just got exposed. You know, clearly he needed 3, 4, 5 lands to set up, but I didn't think he was dead. Yep, so this is another one we can. So we'll go Resemblance Person. Cool. So we're going to go to Judith. And see if there's a better target. Yep, there most certainly is a better target. Peace. Okay, so let's play that. We can play this. There goes Basri. And we've got Kendra coming next to bring a little bit of power to the proceedings. Yeah. Fuming. Okay. That's not going to do it. So we're going to play that. Okay, keep drawing. Okay. So we've got 14, we're going to 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, I've taken it to 6. And play it again. It's too good. Well, 8, because he took that. Okay, so what do we want to do? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it has to be this one, doesn't it?
Okay, so okay. Oof. Can't tackle block, you know. Just annoying. He just had the right enchantment at the right time. Good God, GG. Good work. Okay, so. Oof. So yeah, and there you have it. Quick look at Tinker's draft. I'll probably take another look at that later.